I, Hannah, met my husband Ben in 2015 through mutual interests. We began dating, and at the end of 2016, Ben proposed to me. I said yes. We had our wedding at the end of 2019, just before COVID. I was the happiest I had ever been. I had married my best friend, and I believed that our marriage and relationship were perfect. We had our ups and downs like any relationship, but never any significant fights or issues that would have tainted our bond. After the COVID lockdown ended and we returned to work and social activities, I started noticing changes in Ben. He adjusted his work schedule to be away from home more often. He stopped accompanying me to movies or family outings and became short and snappy with me. He felt cold and distant. In my heart, I felt like he had already left me. In March 2022, I had to travel out of state for a weekend. While I was gone, Ben wouldn't answer my calls or texts. He also disconnected and deactivated the security systems at our home, all red flags. After crying and battling myself internally over what to do, I decided to return home a day early without telling Ben. I got home at 3 a.m. On Sunday. Ben wasn't expecting me until Monday. When I entered the house, Ben was asleep alone, with his phone beside him. I picked it up and walked outside to go through it. The first time I had done this in our relationship. What I found made me sick. He had been sending pictures through Snapchat to various women and Googling addresses and directions to different women's houses. I checked the GPS in his car, and the addresses were there. Ben suffered from ED, so he kept Viagra in the house. I knew he had just refilled the prescription before I left, and several pills were missing since I left on Friday. His screen time showed hours logged in Messenger and phone apps, but he had deleted all call records and texts to hide who he was communicating with. Then I found the Vault, an app where you can store photos and videos with password protection. I sent myself pictures of all the evidence I found on his phone. I woke Ben up and told him we needed to talk. When he saw I was holding his phone, he turned white as a ghost and tried to grab it from me. I handed it to him, telling him I had already seen all I needed to see. I asked for the password to the Vault on his phone, as we had an open device password policy in our relationship. He absolutely refused to give it to me, saying he would rather end the relationship than give me the password. That told me everything I needed to know. I took steps the following few days to initiate divorce proceedings. I was devastated that my rock, my best friend, my partner in life had treated me this way, and so easily tossed our 7-year relationship away. I went into a state of depression. I couldn't eat, lost close to 30 pounds, couldn't sleep, missed several days of work, and had to go to counseling and take medications to try to feel normal. After about 2 months, my best friend, Mallory, begged me to get on a dating app to meet new people. I was hesitant because I had never used a dating app, but I thought, what the hell? Maybe it will help me get over Ben. I joined Tinder and matched with Jake. Jake and I had a lot of fun chatting and eventually decided to meet in person. I was open and honest about my situation with Jake, letting him know about my divorce and ex-husband. Jake thought Ben was an idiot for ending our marriage and losing a woman like me. Jake and I began spending more and more time together and were inseparable after a few weeks. A few months later, in the summer of 2022, Jake asked if we could be exclusive. In December 2022, Jake surprised me by proposing. I was a whirlwind of emotions, but I said yes. This news made it to social media, and that's when I began hearing from Ben again. Ben contacted me to say it was embarrassing to him that I had moved on so quickly and was publicly engaged. He was also upset with my choice of partner, making sure to let me know he did not approve of Jake for me. I couldn't understand why he cared, considering he cheated on me and ended our marriage. Jake and I got married in 2023 at a beautiful tropical destination wedding. Jake went above and beyond to make it special for me. Ben reached out again to say I looked like the cheater in our relationship because I moved on so quickly and got remarried. So, Ada for moving on and remarrying quickly after my ex-husband cheated on me and divorced me?